Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly, and today we're going to work on a nose on our little folk art girl. Now, if you missed the eyes, you'll see the eyes. I put water there and it kind of blurred. No big deal. I will link the video to this up above and down below for you to go check out if you're interested in just learning the basics on how to, draw eyes, nose, and a mouth. And that's what we're going to do today is the nose. So what we're going to do, I have my guidelines here, so I'm going to go and like I said, if you watch the other video, you'll know what all these things are and what I'm doing, and that's the guideline for that. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to do it darker so you guys can see it because I know, there we go. You can tell, like I always tell you guys, do it very light so you can erase it because, but I got to do it dark so you guys can see it. So you can see we have it right in the middle of the eyes. And what I like to do is little circles. Now I like to use my circle template because I am a spaz and I cannot draw anything very goodly. But I'm going to just do it today. So I'm going to take my guide, and they say about 3, 2, let's see, what do I want to do here? Let's do it here. So I'm going to lightly just do a little mark right there for my nose. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a circle. And you can see it's like the cross right there. And I'm just going to do and I like to do the circle around and around so I get it a little bit more even than just my first time. And this is going to be the bottom of my nose. So I'm going to make it a little darker. So I'm going to trace, it's like a big U, wide U right there. And then I'm going to just kind of put my pencil, the halfway mark down here, bring it up, and then do, you see? It's like half of an M, and then this is the other half of the M. And then I'm going to take it up like that. It's like, how do I say? We're just kind of going like this, right? And that's what I'm doing here. And I'm only going to pretty much the top of the circle. And that can vary. It depends on what you do. You could play with it and change it. And that would be your ball of your nose. But I don't like to really do the balls of the nose just because I'm doing a folk art girl and I'm not really, I mean, you can, but I'm not. And you can see now our nose. You can see where I drew that circle and the underneath of the nose. And I'm just going to erase a little bit of it because it's a little thick, but I think I'm going to do the lips and the nose in this one because it might be a little bit easier. So you see, that's it. That is the nose. And now you could do the bridge of the nose. Now I can see this eye's a little too wide compared to this one because you want this to you want to take the end of it where it is. And we're just going to go up into the eyebrow. And you can see it kind of hits that. And when we go to paint, we can cover that. So I'm not worried about that. I just want to draw the nose. Everything is fixable. So you see, I just kind of go up like that. Now I want to do the mouth. And the mouth is like a half an inch down from the nose, but really we're doing a folk art girl, so it's not going to matter too much. And what I'm going to do is I like to do a circle again. I'll do a little line here. A circle here. And that's going to be our lip, like where the lip is. You see what I'm saying? And then I like to do 2 smaller ones on the sides. Not going for perfection. I'm just drawing so we get some lips. So I like that. And then I'll take it down like this. So I'll follow that up and make the hump. Up, make the hump. And that's it. And take it down. So then I'm going to take the bottom of these circles and just draw a line. And that's going to be where I'm going to make my lips meet right there. And then I'm going to just put a little line down here of where I want my lip to end, you know, my bottom lip. And then I'm going to go up here and I'm going to just kind of swirl it and meet it halfway. Again, I'm going to go to the end of where my lip is right here. I'm going to swirl it in and meet it halfway. Remember, after you draw it, you can go back and, oh, I need to make this a little bigger. I need to, you know what I'm saying? So we're not worrying too much. That's the lips. And then I'm going to go in and erase that out of there. And go back in with my pencil. And like I said, I like to color a little bit, like sketch it if I need it to be a little thicker, just so I know and I can see. And I have the lips. And then you can go, now the lippy thing in there is like connected to your top lip. So like halfway down where we're going to do our line, like say we're sketching, here's half the line, here's half the line, right where this is right here on your lip, that dip, we're going to do like the same kind of a little smaller right there. If you want to do the lip thing. I don't like doing it because, like I said, this is a folk art girl and I'm just kind of going for it, but you definitely can do it. I like just doing it like that. All right. And then there is our nose and mouth. So what I'm going to show you is, let's do this up here again. I'm going to move you in. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do, here's our middle line. I'm going to do my nose here. So I'm going to put my line across. And I'm going to do a circle on top. Okay. And make it as even as you can, you know, with that with that line. Like I said, you know, nothing not, you know. Then with that line, we want to take this bottom of the circle and we're going to go up and down. I'm going to do it a little bit bigger. I'm going to go the base of this. We're going to go up and down. Okay. So we have whoop, like that. Then I'm going to go here and I'm just doing a comma or a parentheses, really, not a comma, parentheses. See how my brain works? And I'm doing another parentheses there. And we got the base of the nose. And you can see that's wider. Now I might want this a little wider. We'll play with that later. But then, like I said, then you continue this up and then you can do the bridge of the nose if you want. Then for the lips, I'm going to do another cross line, right? Very lightly. And I'm going to go and do it a small one in the middle. And this is going to be our, remember, our lip. And then I do even smaller here, and then I like to take it down like that. Now you can see, and I don't know, maybe you would prefer it. I'm not going straight here because I just turned it with my arm. You can make these bigger, okay? Let's say you want to make these bigger. It doesn't help me when they're bigger, but it probably would make more sense to make them bigger. So then once you do this, you kind of go up. Do you see what I'm saying? And over, up and over. I don't know why my brain does not work this way. It's just, I did it there because I could concentrate, but that's not, you know. And then once these are down, you want to make your line going across. And then sometimes I like to do this. I'll mark where I want the bottom and then I'll do like an oval. Depends on the way my head is that day. I tell you, medications and illnesses really could screw a person up. All right, and then I just kind of go in and make the base of that. And that might be better for you. You know what? Now that I'm thinking of it, that might be better. Do this smaller and do these bigger. If you don't have, if your brain can compute, do it that way. That way, then you have your right here and you go up and then you follow. That might be better for you guys. So whichever way works for you, you know, whatever way works for you. And then you have your mouth, and then you just go in and you erase. Your little lines and all that. There's nothing wrong with guidelines. There's nothing wrong with erasing. We all do it. And you see, then you have, you just go back and follow. Whatever works for you is what you do. This is just the basic. And then you have your nose and mouth again. So there we are. Now I dig this nose a little better than this one. So I think what I might do, and why not? I'm going to erase, because I got to erase these lines anyway. Let's do it one more time. So I'm going to go a little bigger here. Like that. And then, yeah, I'm digging that a little more. Yep. That's why erasers are great. Okay. And that's where we are. So, like I said, I'll give you a couple different ways to do it. So, I mean, everybody does it differently. And you know why? People learn differently from people. So, there we go. That's the basic. That's the eyes, or in the video, like I said, linked up down below or up above. The nose and the mouth. A couple ways to do it. You will learn with the mouth. Sometimes I'm very lazy and I will go, I don't even do the circles. I'm like, I just kind of go up. And maybe it's because I've been doing it forever. I don't know. I go up, I go down, I make it go across, and then I scoop it. That's how, do you know what I'm saying? So it can be, you know what I mean? So once you get the hang of it, you're like, oh yeah, oh yeah. So you can do it definitely. You know what? Let's do the eyebrows real quick. You can see the nose, the bridge of the nose. The eyebrows kind of, our bridge of our nose kind of goes into our eyebrows. So I just kind of follow that and use that as my guide. And you can make them bushy, puffy, bushy. I don't know what the hell word I want to say. Thin, whatever. If you looked at mine are thin because back in the day we plucked those things. And you could do a bridge on the other side too if you want. I don't usually do that, but you definitely can. And you see, we're just kind of laying it in. I like to do, when I'm doing the folk art girls, where like the faces that aren't necessarily, and you can see this one went out too far, so you just kind of, but when I do them, I like to make them more, I don't put texture in them, I kind of just paint them straight up, but it could totally be up to you. But this is it so far. So, not bad. Like I said, the eyes, the nose, the mouth, and that's all, and the eyebrows, and that's all we're doing. Now, you can definitely go in at this point and you can trace your lips. And we'll fix, like I said, if there's any issues, we'll fix them. I'm not worrying. And then we could do our nose. And then, like I said, I like to do them like that, or I'll just kind of, don't be afraid to move your paper either. Everybody has their own gig. Do you, boo? And then that is our face. So when we come back in my next video, I'll have all this erased. And then we'll draw the face, and then I'll show you a few little tips, and it will be fantastic. And like I said, we don't like the lips, we don't like whatever, we'll change it a little bit. We have a little bit of wiggle room. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Enjoyed this. As always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. Remember, this is progress, not perfection. We're just learning how to do the basics. you know, and we're just going to do a face. Like I said, if you want to share this with me, all my information is down below. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Google. Hit me up anywhere on there. You can friend me on Facebook. I have a great group, All Things Creative, on Facebook that you can join, where we love to share art and do, you know, you can ask your questions and all that kind of fun stuff. And yeah, that's about it. So please, if you like this, like it. Hit that subscribe button down below. If you're not already, I would appreciate it. Click that bell next to it so you can be notified when, boy, there's a speech, when I put up new videos. And that's it. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.